Okay, today I have several projects I wanted to work on. I had a gentleman yesterday asking me how I make my strawberry containers. Um, so I'm going to work on that first. If your box has, if your bucket has anything on it, it's nice to remove. This one, luckily, that just has the one sticker. Oftentimes they have logos printed on them. You could sand that off pretty easily. This project is simple to make, but it does have a little bit of a complication, and in that you have to use heat to warp the plastic. So what the tools you'll need are an oscillating saw, a drill and jigsaw could work if you don't have an oscillating saw. I know not everybody has one. A tape measure and a Sharpie marker. So first thing you do is you clear your bucket, and then you have to make your measurements. So the first measurement is, I like to try and match it up to the handle, but this is really just my OCD. So you do 2, and then a 6, and then a 10, and then you want them 4 inches long. So the center of that would be the 2, so I go ahead and mark that out at the 2. So and now you do that 4 times, every 90 degrees around the bucket. And then once you have those in, you'll do 4 and 8 and 4 inches over. When you're done, I like using the red buckets because it kind of looks like a giant strawberry. These don't need to be used for strawberries. You could use, we plan on trying lettuce, spinach, any smaller or leafy plant would work pretty well. So if you only have a jigsaw, what you do is then take a drill and drill at an end of these lines, and then with your jigsaw just jig across. With the oscillating saw, we're able to just cut right in. So I like to start at the bottom. I don't remember if I mentioned it, but you will need some sort of way of heating the plastic. The heat gun is better than a torch because it doesn't heat up with a direct flame. A direct flame will heat the plastic unevenly, and you may get a warping or burning of the plastic. So I like to start at the bottom. It'll take a minute for the heat gun to warm up fully and warm the plastic up. after you get the plastic warmed up, you need something that you can pry into the plastic, bend it so that the bottom fold bends out slightly and the top fold is pushed in, and then you remove the heat and leave, in this case, just a block of wood, so that when the plastic cools, it holds the shape. Okay, so this is what it should look like when you're done. The nice little scoop coming out, and then the larger section pushed back in. As you insert the plants, you just layer it. So you put in a layer and then set your plants in there and then bury the roots. I've had notorious problems with strawberries in the past. I lose about half of them. In these containers this year, I have not lost a single strawberry plant. Either I got really healthy, good strawberry plants, or this particular bucket system worked really well. The other thing that we are trying in these is we cut sections of freshly cut tree, make sure there's no fungus or anything like that growing on them, and we set that down in the center. And what we hope that's doing is keeping moisture towards the roots. You know, that log in the center will soak up a lot of moisture and keep it in there. Because that's also something notorious for bucket planting, is that they dry out really, really fast. So I'll show you a picture of the end result with strawberries in it, and good luck.